He's hit! Throwing a grenade!
Welcome back, people. Bringing you some aggressive sniper Battlefield 1. Now, I put a little more of the clips in this video because I want you to see how the scenes progress and some of the stuff that I do. And as the aggressive sniper, I get into situations that I have no business being in, but I'm going for points here. I want points. Now, my strategy for shooting the flare right there, of course, shoot the flare to help spot where the enemies are, but if it's near that door, if anyone comes running out that door, they're going to catch on fire, which is going to net me some easy points. And then, of course, as I get close to where the action is, I do switch to my sidearm because it fires a little faster than my bolt-action rifle. Now, those of you that are aware of my videos, I'm not afraid to show the good with the bad, so you are going to see some bad shooting. For example, coming up over this hill, I missed this guy quite a bit, which it should have been easy. I need to take my time, aim in. It's not like he was shooting back at me, at how many of my teammates to worry about. So slow down, take aim, take your shot. I also have a few clips in here of me trying to lead targets, but I'm standing in the wrong spot. This guy, for example, I hit him the first time, but trying to hit him as he's moving back and forth, I keep hitting the arm of that cannon or whatever the hell it is he's using for cover. In that instance, I should have moved to the right side of that pillar, giving me a better angle. But you're going to see that a couple times in the video where I'm trying to lead the target, I fire, and then all of a sudden there's an obstruction in front of me. Not really paying attention to my surroundings, which is something that I run into quite a bit, is not paying attention to my surroundings. I get so focused on one particular target, I forget that he has teammates as well, and they're out there. I need to pay more attention looking left and right, and you'll see an example of that as well. Now let me move over to another topic here. Oh, excuse me. Lara Croft Manor, Blood Ties, the latest DLC that came out for Rise of the Tomb Raider. I have completed that entire DLC. It was short. I've got 7 clips of that, and I'm going to bring the whole thing to you. I'm going to do a walkthrough because I have quite a few people on my friends list that have the game, but they didn't buy the season pass, so they don't have any of the DLC. So I'm going to bring you the Blood Ties. Now, just to give you a heads up, it's a lot of investigating and just looking around. There's not a lot of acrobatics. There's not a lot of, there's no bad guys to sneak up on and kill. She's exploring her house. And it tells the tale of her mother and her uncle and her dad, how her mother and father met, and how her uncle felt about that. So anyway, I'll bring, like I said, I recorded the whole thing. I'll bring it to you in snippets. I'm not sure if I'll do a commentary over some of it. May just bring you the straight gameplay, weeding out, of course, the redundancy of me running back and forth in hallways looking for stuff. But anyway, you'll get a gist of it. And here's a good example of me being too focused on the person in front of me because he doesn't even know I exist. Should have taken the time to look left. You see a guy right there in my front left, and then someone comes in from my side. Now, here's another situation I had no business being in. 2 guys up there. I'm not going to hit them both. That was just silly of me to think I could. But I do get the revive, and you are going to see something that upsets people here real shortly. I evidently can't make up my mind which gun to run, He's too close, but lucky shot. That was all luck right there. And this guy was so darn wounded I could shoot him in the lower leg and kill him. Now, before I jumped over that wall, I have to admit I should have switched to the pistol. Alrighty. Now, I went pheasant hunting for the first time last weekend, and it is easier to shoot a big game animal than it is a pheasant. Like I said, it was the first time I've been pheasant hunting. I haven't hunted with a shotgun, and it was a mess. But we were successful. I came back with 3 rabbits. Well, we, the group, came back with 3 rabbits. Let's see, 2 cottontails and 1 jackrabbit, and 2 pheasant. So we didn't leave empty-handed. And one of the guys that went with us, he already had some pheasants in his freezer from a previous hunt, and he didn't want any of the rabbits, so I brought home 2 rabbits and a pheasant. And I had a very, very big scare when I was hunting. The first day we were there, I went to Kansas to do this pheasant hunting, by the way. The very first day I was there, we're walking the very first field, and I come across this rabbit. Didn't get the shot off because the rabbit was quick. But I started following where the rabbit went, and I'm at a brisk walk going through this tall grass when all of a sudden my leg falls into a badger hole. It consumed my leg all the way up to my knee. Now keep in mind, I was walking at a fast pace, so I have this forward momentum. My leg all of a sudden stops, and it was very painful, but thank goodness I didn't break anything, guys. I just hyperextended something in the back of my knee, but I didn't break anything. And the reason I think I didn't break anything is because I did fall in that hole all the way up to my knee. So my whole lower leg from my knee down was braced, and I wasn't walking fast enough to break a femur, thank goodness. Can you imagine that? Breaking a femur? Yeah, if you have, I feel for you. I don't even want to go there. So anyway, that was my big scare. My first time out pheasant hunting. It was a very good experience. Not the falling in the hole, but the hunting. And we did not have a dog. And we missed a lot of birds. Yeah, so kudos to you guys that can shoot a pheasant every time you pull the trigger. That's going to take a little bit of practice on my part. Alrighty, folks, that's all I got for you. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for watching. And playing the objective like everybody should be doing, you can score quite well as a scout player. Alrighty, people, we'll talk to you later. You have a good day. Bye.